Welcome back to Abstract Bill. My name is Alex, and this is my co-host and brother, Andy. Welcome back to the show. How's it going?
Hi, nice to see you. So, yeah, let's jump straight into it.
We're going to start it off with this thread made by Pudgy Penguins, like a monthly roundup of what's been happening in the ecosystem, and those are great. It's certainly making our lives easier. Pudgy Penguins partnered with NASCAR, the big racing company, and we saw just how effective this partnership was because there were like hundreds of thousands of people coming to Abstract to complete, a few quests and, get some NFTs from this activation. And it really goes to show just how good it is to partner up with massive brands that are very popular, especially between crypto participants.
Not only this, but they also made it very easy for people to get onboarded to Abstract through the gate.io partnership. So it was very easy for everybody who wanted to take part in this contest, let's say, to make it happen.
I can imagine, down the line when the bull market is going to pick up, and people are going to have loads and loads of money, maybe they're going to do a partnership. I know you would love it. A partnership maybe with like a fashion brand or something like a Louis Vuitton
or
partnership.
Maybe
I think
Adidas or something. Not Gucci or Louis Vuitton, but it would be very crazy to have like a Pudgy Penguin on a t-shirt or on a very big brand t-shirt,
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Let's move on and see what else. Pudgy Penguin was listed on one of the top exchanges in Asia on Upbit. And this is great news because I think Asians, really love cute stuff, cute animals. We saw their love for cats and now their love for Pudgy Penguins. I think we're seeing a lot of the Asia markets bidding the Pudgy Penguin, and this is always bullish.
Not only there, but we also got Pengu in Europe on Revolut. Revolut is one of the biggest apps, banking apps for normies, and now Pengu is in front of everybody who's not into crypto full-time like we are.
Yeah, this is true. Our parents have Revolut. Our grandma, I think, even has Revolut. So now everybody is able to buy all the crypto tokens now, including Pudgy Penguins. And I think it was around this listing when the Pudgy Penguin price actually started pumping. And since the announcement, I think the price is up like maybe 50, 60, 70%.
Exactly. I have a YouTube channel in Romania, and I actually have some followers who texted me that they bought Pengu on Revolut because it was way easier for them to buy it there on Revolut than it was for them on Binance.
There's a lot of people who don't have Binance. There are a lot of people who don't want to hear about crypto and downloading and dealing with seed phrases. Giving them Pengu on Revolut, I think, is a game changer. And usually, you don't want to buy stuff when it goes to Revolut because you think it's way too late, I missed the trend, stuff like that. But I think in this case, with the entire crypto market being close to the bear market lows, I think now is a good time to buy not only Pengu, but all the projects that you actually believe in and trust. I think this is a good time to actually DCA in if, you still have money. But, most of us who've been in this space for the past 3 years, we keep saying DCA, but people are like, with what? DCA with what? And that's true, but it's always good to have money on the side for moments like this. We're excited every single week because on Tuesday, we get the latest XP for the previous week. And we've seen some people, like the usual suspects, who got a ton of XP. And, it's not confirmed, but word on the street is that this XP is going to turn into an airdrop down the line somewhere Q4 of 2025. Shout out to Li and Badly Nasty. Li with over 105,000 XP, and Badly Nasty, we don't know exactly how much XP he got, but he's now finally platinum tier, which means he earned over 1.1 million XP. Let's go down from those crazy numbers, because if you're a regular guy or girl, you're not gonna get that type of XP. But how much did you get, Andy?
Yeah, as you said, those numbers that these guys get are way over what regular people are even dreaming of getting. But right now, as you can see on my screen, I got 23,000 XP. How much did you get?
Nah, way less than that. I got close to like 10,000, so I need to step up my game. What did you do to? Yeah, it's pretty low. It's pretty low for me. So what did you do to get that amount of XP? You're a regular guy, so give us like a list of what people can do.
I didn't do too many things. The first thing I did was to play on-chain heroes. I have 3 heroes, level 8, level 9, and level 10. And you don't really play this game. You just log in every 12 hours or 24 hours, do 2 minutes of things inside the game, and that's it, you log out. Then number 2, I actually took part in the fishing competition in Gigaverse, where I really played a lot. And the third thing I did was actually play a gambling game, which I'm not a very big fan of, but this one really got me. It's called, I think, Death.fun. Death Fun.
I actually played a little bit of Death Fun as well, and I was playing with like 0.001 ETH, which was like $25 or $2.5, and I was hitting like constantly 5x, 7x, 8x,
Yeah,
and I thought,
it's
you know
very
what?
addicting.
Yeah, and I was like, why am I wasting time with 0.001 ETH when I when I could do it with more? And as soon as I increased the number of ETH, I started losing, and I was like, what is wrong with this game? This is how the game gets you. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
And then I stopped. You know, all the games that I did, which is not a lot of games, but I think I managed to do like 0.02 ETH in gains, and then I lost them in 2 consecutive games, like almost first try. So always gamble responsibly. Don't overdo it.
Listen to us, don't do like us.
So let's have a look at the ecosystem projects and see just a few of them, what they've been up to.
Okay, so let me begin with On-Chain Heroes. They launched the Fishing Voyage. All you have to do, you have to go here on the right side to the Fisher Cat. You click on its boat, and you have 3 areas that you can go fish at. And each of them comes with different rewards that you can use later in game. So that's about it. You just select your hero, go fishing, and then after 12 hours you come back and collect the rewards.
Everybody can check the game out if they want. Keep in mind you need to own one of the On-Chain Hero Genesis NFTs. So check it out. Gigaverse also has a new update if you want to tell our viewers about it.
Yeah, so right now they introduced stubs. It's a thing that actually creates demand, and actually it's a burn mechanism for all the in-game items that people get inside the game in order to get more XP on Abstract. And I think it's one of the most creative things that a game on Abstract came up with. So all you have to do to get these stubs, you have to go to this green guy on the new area here on Gigaverse. You just browse deals, and every week you get a list of deals on the left side, and every day you get new deals on the right-hand side of the screen. So make sure you log in every day to see what you can trade in exchange for stubs.
And if you don't have the items, go to the market, you know, buy them for cheap. Like most of the quests only cost you like 10 cents, 20 cents, and you get, you know, extra XP, which I think makes it worth.
Exactly.
Those are the 2 top games on the Abstract chain besides gambling, and now we have some updates from some of the top gambling games on Abstract. The first one, Gacha, which is like a scratch and ticket game on Abstract, is now beginning Season 2, and they shared with us the stats of Season 1. So they had over 500,000 users, over 4 million cards were scratched, and over $14 million were won in prizes. And this is what I'm talking about, you know, finding the right product market fit. This is incredible on a blockchain like Abstract, which is, you know, pretty small, like as far as TVL goes and stuff like that. $14 million in prizes in the past, like, what was it, like 5 months, 6 months is incredible.
It's unbelievable. I did not expect such high numbers.
Did you play Gacha?
Actually, I played a few dozen times, but I always lose.
You stopped before hitting the diamond, you know, the meme.
Yeah. Okay,
And,
the second news?
So the second one is actually the one you were playing during our video last time. Moonship already had over 300,000 games played, which is absolutely incredible for a new game. In just 1 week. This is a retweet from Abstract. They say, if you want to build something great, build it on Abstract chain. And we're seeing it time and time again. You have the users on Abstract. You just need to, you know, bring cool stuff on the blockchain, and they're gonna give you the users. They're gonna put you in front of hundreds of thousands of people, which I think is super cool.
Yeah, right.
I want us to have a look at some of the memes on Abstract very briefly. Do you want to add something at the ecosystem part?
Actually, if some games would like to get featured and some apps that are being built would like to be featured in our show, please make sure you tag them down below, or I don't know, the people watching us can tag them, or even the projects themselves. If they see our show, make sure to drop a like or a comment below, and we'll feature you next week.
For free.
Yeah, for free, right, exactly.
Until we grow. When we grow, it's not going to be free anymore. Now, jokes aside, let's talk about the top memes on the ecosystem. And Abster is still a tier S, the #1 meme on the blockchain, sitting at just under 17 million market cap. Now, if you don't hold any Abster, which is the official mascot of the Abstract blockchain, I would say you can DCA at any price. Even right now, it's 17 million, although it's closer to the top of the range here. If this goes to 300, 500 mil, 800 mil, 1 billion, during the heights of the bull market, then it doesn't really matter when you buy it. So I would DCA a little bit now. If it goes under 10 million market cap, that is a must buy. That is a zone that we saw crazy reaction here. Like it dropped and it only stayed there for like 5 minutes. If we drop below 10 million, I would say, load up some more. And anything below 10 million is free. Now, the second meme is still Noot. And for Noot as well, it's a little bit lower market cap than Abster. It's not the mascot of Abstract. It is a meme, but it's the second biggest meme on the blockchain. I would say anything below 10 million market cap is still a buy. I would still first buy Abster and then focus on Noot. Now, if it drops below 8 million market cap, between 6 million and 8 million, I would say definitely buy it. The third one is Poly, which is still sitting at around 5 million market cap. It is a newer meme compared to Abster and Noot. I don't expect it to go as high as Abster or Noot unless some, Solana or Ethereum massive whales are going to come and pump it. But for the time being, it has formed a lower high. I would watch the price to see what it does here. I would personally not buy it right here. It's in like the middle of everything. It could go up, but how much higher can it go? It won't surpass Abster, that is for sure. I think this is going to be the number 3 meme in the ecosystem. Although it is Pengu's wife, it's still a meme coin, and it's going to be smaller than Noot and Abster. And finally, the gamble still remains Pudgy Penguin, which has its official TikTok page. The chart looks, pretty bad, but it doesn't matter. It's just 500,000 market cap. You can buy this whenever, but don't bet the house, don't bet the farm. Don't bet your lunch money on it. Just maybe a few dollars here and there, $50, $100, and consider it gone. And finally, I want to talk about Bitcoin.
I was hoping you would bring it up.
This is the kind of coin that you think it cannot go any lower, and it keeps going lower for some freaking reason. It's incredible. So right now, let me tell you how much it is down. From the all-time high, which was like $20, it's down 98.7%, and the all-time low was over 99%. That was brutal.
If you go on the daily and you just zoom in a little bit in order for you not to see the big drop, you would see that actually right now we might be seeing a formation, a double bottom formation that's happening right now in front of our eyes. And I think actually yesterday we had the final capitulation that could happen on big. So before this last drop, it went from like 20 cents, 18 cents up to 36 cents. It did a 2x. It made, I think, many people FOMO in, and after they FOMO'd, it went down almost minus 60%. So everybody capitulated thinking that it's going to zero, but I do not think it's gonna go to zero.
The main bets should be Abster, Noot, maybe Poly if we find her in a better spot. And listen, if a token is down 99%, that's a hell of a discount. How much lower can it go? Honestly, I don't think it can go much lower.
Another 70% maybe.
We'll see next week if it's possible or not. So those were the memes. Those were the news. That was the Pudgy Penguin monthly review, and I think we're done. And I want to end with this photo here shared by Abstract. If your circle isn't talking about Abstract Chain, you need a new circle. And I think that is true.
Right. Thank you very much for watching, guys. See you next time. Alex?
We'll see you guys in the next video.